dan Menteri Tenaga dan Kelestarian Alam Sekitar untuk menyampaikan ucapan penggulungan.
Terima kasih. Datuk Ahmad Speaker, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Dan salam Sarawakku sayang. Datuk Ahmad Speaker, terlebih dulu saya mengucapkan setinggi-tinggi penghargaan kepada Tuan Yang Terutama Yang di-Ketua Negeri Sarawak di atas ucapan pembukaan persidangan Mesyuarat Pertama, Penggal Kedua, Dewan Undangan Negeri Sarawak yang ke-19. Saya juga mengucapkan terima kasih kepada ahli-ahli yang berhormat yang telah mengambil bahagian dalam perbahasan serta sokongan mereka terhadap rang undang-undang yang telah dibentangkan, iaitu pertama Supplementary Supply 2022 Bill 2023, Supplementary Supply 2023 Bill 2023 dan ketiganya Sarawak Craft Council Bill 2023. Saya yakin dan percaya bahawa dengan kelulusan terhadap rang undang-undang ini, ianya akan membolehkan kerajaan Sarawak melaksanakan tanggungjawabnya dengan lebih cekap dan berkesan. Datuk Mas Speaker, dalam ucapan penggulungan saya pada petang ini, saya akan berkongsi beberapa pencapaian utama Sarawak. Saya juga akan memperincikan strategi kerajaan untuk memacu pertumbuhan ekonomi bagi mencapai aspirasi ekonomi maju berpendapatan tinggi menjelang 2030. Datuk Mas Speaker, Sarawak economy. This year, 2023, marks the third year of the post-COVID-19 Development Strategy PCDS 2030 implementation. During this period, we have witnessed the recovery of our economy despite many challenges. Sarawak's economy grew from 2.9% in 2021 to an estimated 5.5 to 6.5% in 2022. As a result, Sarawak's revenue performance for financial year 2022 has surpassed its revenue projection by 17%, from 10.159 billion ringgit to 11.91 billion ringgit, almost 12 billion, the highest revenue achievement thus far. Compared to revenue collection in 2021 of 7.6 to stimulate the economy, increase our productivity, and to be competitive in the global market. We are intensifying the implementation of infrastructure projects to ensure better connectivity, facilitate trade and investment, as well as enhancing the domestic economy. Now, Thomas Speaker, this is very critical for us to advance further on our new economy initiative to create more businesses and high-paying jobs to increase income of our people. Importantly, it will be inclusive and sustainable, and in the year 2023, our economy is projected to register between 5 to 6% growth. Dato' Ahmad Speaker, as mentioned by Deputy Premier and Second Minister of Finance and New Economy, our economic performance in the first quarter of 2023 has shown positive signs, with the revenue collected amounting to 5,004 billion so far, only one quarter. That is 45% of our projected revenue for 2023. This is indeed a good sign. Only the first quarter, you have 3 quarters to go. If this is the momentum, we may surpass also the 2022 revenue. That shows our GPS government is giving good return to the people of Sarawak. Dato' Speaker, digital economy. The main driver of our new economy is data and innovation through digital economy. According to the Oxford Economics Report, the average contribution of digital economy to the global economy will be 24.3% in 2025. This translates to a worldwide digital economy contribution of USD 23 trillion, giving every working age person an additional of about USD 500 ringgit, every US dollar. I am proud to inform this August House that the Sarawak government has already embarked on digital economy initiative through the implementation of the Sarawak Digital Economy Strategy 2018 to 2022. Our digital economy initiative have been accelerated by the COVID-19 pandemic due to lockdowns and social distancing measures. New opportunities have been unlocked during that period, with increase in e-commerce, expansion of the gig economy, and cashless transactions. Our own e-wallet, SP Global, from a humble beginning e-wallet size of 200 ringgit, has now increased to 6,000 ringgit, from 200 to 6,000. SP users increased from 42,000 to more than 685,000. We have also made our presence globally through collaboration with UnionP International. We are making great strides in closing the digital divide between urban and rural areas in Sarawak through our Sarawak Google Broadband Network, MySRBN. MySRBN is our first state-owned 4G-ready and 5G-oriented broadband telecommunication network that uses fixed wireless broadband technology, which aim to provide home broad services for 100,000 Google homes in the next few years. This is our own Sarawak approach. Additionally, for far-reaching areas, 250 sites have been equipped with very small aperture terminal VSAT under the Wi-Fi Saluran project. This interim solution under the Saluran project has benefited more than 86,000 users in remote areas. Our success in implementing the digital economy initiative has gained the confidence of private sectors to invest in Sarawak. One of the significant achievements is the Batam Sarawak Internet Cable System Basic. It is a gateway connecting Sarawak to the global internet hub of Singapore, interconnecting with IRIX Tier 4 data center located in Santubong. This will spur the growth of more digital businesses in Sarawak. This project is entirely private sector driven. Sarawak Digital Economy Blueprint 2030. Dato' Ahmad Speaker, moving forward, we have formulated the Sarawak Digital Economy Blueprint 2030. The blueprint is the roadmap for Sarawak to transform the whole of economy and society from a conventional resource-based economy to an environmentally sustainable, technology-driven economy. The blueprint anchors on 5 strategic pillars, namely 1. Focusing on economic priorities to accelerate digitalization of economic sectors and data monetization, as well as boosting economic competitiveness through digitalization. 2. Growing digital businesses to support and expand global competitive and vibrant technology sector, investment, trade, startups, and spin-ins in Sarawak. 3. Transforming public sector and services to deliver efficient, secure, and trusted services and improve ease of doing business. 4. Adoption of frontier technologies to enable economy-wide transformation and economic growth. And 5. Building the foundation to accelerate digital readiness in infrastructure and connectivity, data governance and cyber security, digital talent and skills, research, innovation, and entrepreneurship and inclusivity. The blueprint will be implemented in 3 phases. Dato' Ahmad Speaker, Phase 1, 2025. Strengthen digital readiness. Enhancing digital readiness in digital infrastructure, connectivity, digital talent, technology adoption, 5G adoption, cloud computing, research and innovation, cyber security, data monetization, which is very important, data management, among others, to encourage investment, business development, and accelerate digital economy in Sarawak. Conducive regulatory and policy framework and digital readiness will provide smooth transition from phase 1 to phase 2 and phase 3. Number 2, phase 2, which we hope to implement in 2027. Accelerate digital transformation. This phase will accelerate the digital transformation of priority economic sectors, enhance data-driven digital government services, where technology and data are effectively used to benefit the society and businesses, attract high-tech investment, digitalize micro, small and medium enterprises, MSMEs, and grow high-tech startup. That is in phase 2. Phase 3, we hope by the year 2030, digitally develop Sarawak. By 2030, Sarawak will be digitally developed state with high ease of doing business, where the government creates conducive and agile environment for business to invest and grow, high-speed connectivity for all Sarawakians, equitable access to opportunities for all Sarawakians to uplift social economic status and cyber secure and ethical digital environment. Dato' Ahmad Speaker, the blueprint target Sarawak to tap a percentage of the global digital economy to flow into Sarawak through strategies to grow cross-border data flow by establishing data centers, digital services delivery, and digital foreign direct investment. We will build the ecosystem to attract new industries, focusing on international standard data centers, digital content creation, and boosting digital innovation and entrepreneurship. We welcome the private sector to venture in the evolving digital economy. Actually, under the Digital Blueprint 2030, the private sector will play the dominant role through frontier technologies such as big data, blockchain, Internet of Things, artificial intelligence solution, and immersive technology. The government just provide the ecosystem. The private sector will be the main player using private sector funding. On a broader scale, this will bring major economical, societal, and environmental impact to Sarawak. Dato' Ahmad Speaker, we will continue to build enabling digital infrastructure to widen the coverage and provide connectivity, especially to the rural communities for inclusive development. In order to ensure Sarawak is cyber secure, we will establish a dedicated cyber security team to operationalize the cyber security framework, focusing on effective governance and management, legislation and policy, compliance and enforcement, research, innovation and technology industry, capacity and capability building and collaboration. By 2030, there shall be no distinction between digital economy and the economy as a whole. All segments of the economy, namely mining, agriculture and forestry, manufacturing, construction and services, will be digitally driven using ICT and frontier digital technologies. Ultimately, this will enhance productivity, yield, efficiency, and generate high-skilled jobs for our people. All government services will be easily and safely accessed online, supported by data sharing and data-driven decision-making to deliver more targeted policies, services, and programs to businesses and communities. Regulation will be in place to ensure Sarawak has a safe, cyber-secure, and vibrant environment to maximize digital value. All these initiatives will contribute approximately 20% to Sarawak GDP, amounting to 56.4 billion ringgit in 2030, creating more than 45,000 new high-paying jobs, with 80% of MSMEs adopting digitalization. Thomas Speaker, now I want to touch on the green economy. Our new economy will leverage on our strength in sustainably managing our abundant natural resources. We will be guided by Sarawak's green economy policy. This policy aims to pursue balanced economic growth with a responsible approach towards managing our natural resources and integrating climate adaptation and mitigation plans in line with the Sustainable Development Principles of the United Nations. To reap both economic and environmental benefit, we are shifting our economic activities towards a more circular economic model. I wish to inform this August House that Sarawak has achieved significant breakthrough on this front. Datuk Speaker, microagri. I would like to inform this August House that currently there are two facilities that are cultivating algae with different technologies. The first facility on solar platform. And this is a collaboration between Sarawak Energy, Sarawak Biodiversity Center, Yunus Corporation, and Chitose Group from Japan at Sanjikat. The other facility is employing the use of tank and seawater. This is a collaboration between SCDC Energy and Petronas in the Laut. Sarawak has taken a progressive step to explore microalgae as a potential source of renewable energy. Sarawak Biodiversity Center, in collaboration with Sarawak Energy Berhad, as well as Chitose Laboratory and Yunus Corporation from Japan, has established the world's largest mass microalgae biomass production facility in Sanjikat, Sarawak. The C4, that is the product, the facility will tap into the exhausted gas containing carbon. In this case, it is produced by SEB coal-fired plant. They produce carbon dioxide from the Sejingkat coal power plant to grow algae in the carbon circular economy. This is the first of its kind in Malaysia to demonstrate the industrialized scale utilization of flue gas to enhance algae production. This 5-hectare scale facility will act as liquid trees to capture CO2 while functioning as natural purifier by releasing oxygen through photosynthesis. I believe that microalgae, or what we call lumut, is an industrial crop that can help to expand and grow our economy and serve as a model to achieve our aspiration while preserving our environment. This facility will also serve as part of net zero emission efforts with an expected 700 tons of CO2 can be absorbed by the algae biomass. Dr. Ahmad Speaker, this facility will produce around 350 tons of algae biomass annually, which will be transformed into high-quality products such as food and feed, cosmetic, and pharmaceutical ingredients. And there is also potential for this algae from the lipids to fight antiviral, including cancer. But this has to be researched by the scientists, including the one in Japan. I was informed that, Mr. Speaker, the incidence of cancer in Japan is quite low, and people have longer life. But the Japanese, they eat seaweed, and that signifies something. Seaweed and algae, dia adik-beradik, meaning there is the potential for that compound. Microalgae also offers potential for innovative and sustainable product development in the food industry. We will continue to pursue research on microalgae on their nutritional and medical benefits. Many algae species have been found to have tremendous health benefit, and spirulina is a good example of a superfood. Spirulina is packed with essential nutrients, including vitamins, minerals, and antioxidants, which make it a popular supplement for health-conscious individuals. But beyond spirulina, we are also looking into other algae species for their potential medical application. For instance, some algae have been found to have antibacterial and antiviral properties, which can help in the fight against infectious diseases. Additionally, algae may be used to reduce inflammation, detoxify the body, boost the immune system, even aid in weight loss. The commercialization of algae has only just begun. We anticipate significant growth in this industry, with the planning of the Chetos Group to expand the farm to 100 hectares in the next 3 years and to achieve 2,000 hectares by 2030 in Sarawak. We expect to create up to 5,000 new job opportunities and decarbonization about 200,000 tons of carbon annually. Actually, we have identified the place between Balingian and Tanjung Manis for this facility, meaning we create jobs in that particular area. Dato' Ahmad Speaker, now is the second method of producing from algae, product from algae. New sustainable source of oil. In this pressing climate change and energy transition, Sarawak has the capacity to provide a green fuel solution from a sustainable source. Microalgae offer great potential to produce sustainable aviation fuel, SAF, which is crucial to the aviation industry to achieve net zero emission by 2050. I wish to inform this August House that 2 days ago, I just came back from Langkawi International Maritime and Aerospace Lima exhibition using aircraft powered by SAF from a joint venture between Petronas and SCDC Energy. It is the world's first SAF produced using algae. This clearly proves that Sarawak is able to produce safe and reliable SAF for commercial use. Dato' Ahmad Speaker, I believe microalgae is a renewable source that can offer us a sustainable solution that does not compete with food source. Here in Sarawak, there is enough sunlight, warm tropical climate, and abundance of seawater that provides the right condition to continuously farm the oil source sustainably. We have plans to scale up the cultivation using this method, this technology, indigenous to Sarawak and Petronas, to 1,000 acres. And this can produce about 500,000 tons per annum of crude algae oil or renewable oil according to the scientists. This 500,000 tons per annum can be equated to about 10,000 barrels of oil per day, with about 37 extraction rate of crude algae oil from the algae biomass. This may mean we do not have to look for oil anymore offshore or onshore, as we can have our farmers grow oil more sustainably. We can be another Saudi Arabia. The unit cost per barrel is below USD $50. And today, if sold to a biorefinery, it might fetch around USD 110 per barrel because it is green oil. As such, this innovative technology will not only be a valuable addition to drive our economy, but also a significant contribution towards achieving our economy agenda for 2030, and also become a new stream of revenue to the state of Sarawak. Dato' Ahmad Speaker, biogas. I am happy to inform this August House that we are adopting circular economy approach for our sago industry to solve river pollution arising Crown is currently stabilize the affairs for flight to and from Sarawak. The detail is being pursued with the federal authorities. Dato' Mas Speaker, Malaysian Agreement 1963, we have been touched by my colleagues. I am pleased that the federal government is taking serious effort in resolving the long overdue MA 63 issues. The federal government has established the MA 63 Implementation Action Council, MTP, MA 63, chaired by the Prime Minister. This council is supported by two technical committees, namely the Technical Committee chaired by the Deputy Prime Minister, Malaysia II, and the Coordination Committee chaired by the Minister in the Prime Minister's Department in charge of Sabah and Sarawak Affairs and Special Function. The inaugural MA 63 Implementation Action Council meeting was held on 20th January 2023 in Kuching. Among the decisions which had been agreed are: 1. Appointment of the Sarawak State Financial Secretary as the representative of the Sarawak government in the Inland Revenue Board. 2. Sarawak Public Works Department and Drainage and Irrigation Department are recognized as technical departments and are authorized to implement federal projects in Sarawak with a limit of up to 50 million ringgit. 3. Review of financial provision of special grants under Article 112D of the Federal Constitution to increase the amount of the special grants for Sarawak up to 300 million. And 4. Upgrading of the immigration, custom, quarantine and security complex at Sarawak Kalimantan border. I wish to inform this August House that the Prime Minister had given a preliminary approval for an additional allocation of 1 billion ringgit to upgrade the infrastructure, improve security, and increase the capability of the ICQS complex at the borders of Sarawak and Sabah. We are now working closely with the federal government to implement this project. Dato' Mas Speaker, Ombudsman and Good Governance. GPS government always emphasizes the importance of corporate governance in every aspect of administration and development. That is why Sarawak government has established the Ombudsman and Integrity Unit under the Department of the Premier of Sarawak, the first in the country. Among its objectives is to ensure a check and balance in the administration, in addition to fostering a culture of integrity among all parties, including politicians, civil service, and general public. The government will ensure the culture of integrity is always practiced at all levels of the administration, and each government department agencies has been tasked to create an integrated unit, an internal audit unit, and make reports and improvements on the administration and governance. Sarawak government has also established a special cabinet committee, CAPCOM, on annual financial statement reports and annual budget estimate for state statutory bodies and local authorities since January 2023 to ensure efficient, transparent and accountable governance. Dato' Mas Speaker, the Sarawak government will study the ombudsman system in Sweden. I understand in Sweden, ombudsman is the agency but report to Parliament. We may be the first state to have ordinance on this ombudsman so that it is very transparent and perhaps report to this particular dune in a report. We are going and study the Sweden model. Actually, Sweden was the first to introduce in 18 something on this ombudsman system. Meaning GPS is serious and very serious on this integrity. Bukan cakap saja, tapi jalan. Dato' Mas Speaker, 60 years anniversary this year marks a historic milestone in the history of Sarawak. We will celebrate the 60th anniversary of our independence, our Diamond Jubilee on 22nd July 2023 with the theme Sarawak Maju Makmur or Prosperous Progressive Sarawak. We have come a long way since 1963 when we gained our independence. Over the past 6 decades, we have witnessed incredible progress and development in Sarawak. Our economic prosperity that we are enjoying today does not come easy. And therefore, let us celebrate this occasion to acknowledge the hard work, relentlessness and perseverance of our past and current leaders who have united the people and focused on developing Sarawak to improve the quality of life of the rakyat. We must remain committed to build a sustainable future for our state, one that balances economic growth with environmental stewardship and social inclusivity. We must ensure that our progress benefits all Sarawakian. Dato' Mas Speaker, sebagai penutup, kita rakyat Sarawak perlulah mengekalkan perpaduan yang erat, bekerjasama dan berusaha gigih demi mencapai aspirasi menjadi ekonomi maju menjelang tahun 2030 agar kesejahteraan rakyat dan generasi akan datang terjamin. 60 tahun Sarawak Merdeka, 22 Julai 1963 tarikh keramat. Sejarah dijajah, jangan dilupa. Jasa pemimpin sentiasa diingat. Sarawak bertuah indah permai, di pesada dunia namanya masyhur. Rakyat hidup aman dan damai, Sarawak terus maju dan makmur. Dato' Mas Speaker, saya juga ingin mengucapkan terima kasih kepada Datuk Amat Speaker dan Keketuaan Dewan Undangan Negeri Sarawak yang telah mengendalikan persidangan DUN dengan teratur dan cemerlang. Saya juga mengambil kesempatan ini untuk mengucapkan selamat Hari Gawai, Gayagu, Gerai Nyamai, Lantang Senang, Nuan Menoa kepada mereka yang merayakan Gawai. Saya juga ingin mengucapkan mungkin tidak lambat selamat Hari Raya Aidilfitri walaupun kita dalam bulan Zulkaidah, tapi tak lama lagi kita akan meraya Aidil Adha kepada semua yang meraihkan. Sekian, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ahli-ahli yang berhormat, I shall now call upon the Honourable Member for Tupong to wind up.
Terima kasih Tan Sri Dato' Amat Speaker. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. Salam sejahtera, salam Sarawak aku sayang. Tan Sri Dato' Amat Speaker, 2016 merupakan tahun pertama saya masuk ke Dewan yang mulia ini dan saya telah menyaksikan proses-proses yang berlaku dalam setiap persidangan DUN semenjak itu. Saya juga pernah merujuk semula handset yang lama sebelum tahun 2016 dan saya pasti sejak kewujudan Dewan Undangan Negeri sejak tahun 1876 atau ketika itu dikenali sebagai Majlis Umum, isu rakyat merupakan keutamaan kita dalam setiap persidangan. I noted the similarities in each session. Selain dari ahli-ahli yang berhormat berbahas untuk menggubal undang-undang, setiap ahli-ahli yang berhormat membawa isu-isu memperjuangkan kesejahteraan rakyat, tak kira di peringkat kawasan masing-masing atau peringkat Sarawak ataupun peringkat nasional. Masing-masing dengan cara mereka sendiri, ada yang menyelitkan unsur gurauan, ada yang lebih serius dan ada juga yang begitu keras dan tegas. Tetapi semuanya dilakukan dengan satu objektif yang sama, iaitu demi Sarawak dan Malaysia yang tercinta dan juga demi rakyat di kawasan masing-masing. Ahli pembangkang juga memainkan peranan mereka, iaitu the check and balance element. Tetapi sebenarnya ahli-ahli kerajaan juga sebenarnya memainkan peranan check and balance ini untuk memberi teguran dan cadangan dalam setiap isu. Tetapi kita melakukannya dengan lebih berhemah dan menekankan kepada cadangan-cadangan berdasarkan fakta dan penambahbaikan dan bukan berdasarkan sentimen populis, sensitif dan tidak konsisten demi untuk meraih sokongan semata-mata. Tan Sri atau Amat Speaker, kerajaan juga dari dulu sangat responsif. Ada isu yang diselesaikan sebelum sidang DUN yang baru. Ada juga isu yang dibangkitkan semula bila belum menemui penyelesaian. Ada ahli-ahli yang berhormat berkongsi tentang projek-projek atau isu-isu yang telah diselesaikan oleh kerajaan dan ada juga membangkitkan semula isu jika belum selesai. Isu-isu yang dibangkitkan melibatkan ataupun memerlukan tindakan kerajaan persekutuan dan juga kerajaan Sarawak. Antara elemen yang penting dan utama yang diperlukan untuk menyelesaikan isu-isu yang dibangkitkan ialah peruntukan. Selain dari kita memperjuangkan peruntukan tambahan, setiap peruntukan tambahan dari kerajaan persekutuan bagi perkara-perkara yang menjadi tanggungjawab kerajaan persekutuan, kita juga menggunakan peruntukan Sarawak sendiri untuk menyelesaikan isu di bawah tanggungjawab kita sendiri seperti termaktub dalam Perlembagaan Malaysia. Pembangunan yang berterusan sejak dari dulu lagi dilaksanakan oleh kerajaan dari masa ke semasa. Jadi jika pendapatan Sarawak tinggi, maka dapatlah kita memperuntukkan lebih peruntukan untuk pembangunan. Sejarah telah mengesahkan kejayaan Sarawak dalam meningkatkan pendapatannya. Ini membuktikan kejayaan kepimpinan yang amat berhormat Premier kita, dibantu oleh ahli dari Bukit Sari, Bukit Saban dan Batu Kawah serta seluruh tim menteri-menteri dan timbalan menteri. Tahniah dan terima kasih kita ucapkan kepada tim kepimpinan kita. Ianya juga disambut baik oleh the State Civil Service dan Federal Agencies yang penting kerana mereka lah yang menjadi pelaksana kepada polisi-polisi dan projek-projek pembangunan ini. Jadi kita boleh lihat ekosistem ini yang sedia ada menuntut untuk kita bekerjasama erat dalam pelaksanaan polisi-polisi dan projek di akar umbi. Ahli-ahli yang berhormat sentiasa memohon untuk mengadakan kerjasama yang lebih erat lagi dengan pelaksana polisi dan projek ini. Jadi Tan Sri Datuk Mas Speaker, hasil pendapatan kita termasuklah the taxpayers money kita gunakan untuk bangunkan Sarawak dengan kadar yang jauh lebih laju berbanding dengan zaman-zaman dahulu. Kita gunakan untuk menyelesaikan isu-isu rakyat yang dibangkitkan oleh ahli-ahli dalam Dewan ini. Sehinggakan kita menggunakan peruntukan kerajaan Sarawak untuk melaksanakan tanggungjawab yang sepatutnya dilaksanakan oleh kerajaan persekutuan demi untuk memastikan Sarawak maju ke hadapan dengan kadar yang cepat. Jambatan kita gunakan peruntukan Sarawak, manfaatnya kepada rakyat. Sekolah kita bina guna peruntukan kita sendiri, manfaatnya untuk rakyat. Bukan mudah untuk mencari duit ataupun menjana pendapatan, dan ianya juga bukan sewenang-wenangnya untuk kita membelanjakannya. Proses kewangan yang ketat demi memastikan integriti dan efisiensi diamalkan oleh kerajaan GPS. Ini mendapat pengiktirafan tertinggi pihak profesional ketiga seperti Standard & Poor's and Moody dan juga pihak audit negara. Oleh itu, kita menyokong penuh segala usaha Yang Amat Berhormat Premier kita dengan pasukannya dalam usaha dan inisiatif mereka untuk mengemudi Sarawak, to navigate Sarawak through the modern challenges and global demands. And one of which worth noting, as it will go down in the history of Sarawak, is when Yang Amat Berhormat Premier boarded the first aircraft which was fueled with Sarawak-made algae sustainable fuel. Tan Sri Dato' Ahmad Speaker, I am confident that the GPS government will always continue to fight for Sarawak and to ensure the continuity of development of Sarawak for today's generation and for generation to come. Sarawak first. Tan Sri Dato' Ahmad Speaker, saya ingin mengambil kesempatan ini untuk mengucapkan setinggi-tinggi tahniah kepada Tan Sri Dato' Ahmad Speaker dan Yang Berhormat Datuk Timbalan Speaker di atas pengendalian persidangan yang begitu baik sekali. Terima kasih juga kepada rakan-rakan ahli yang berhormat, pegawai-pegawai Kerajaan Sarawak dan Kerajaan Persekutuan, petugas-petugas kementerian, petugas-petugas DUN, kaki tangan DUN dan rakan-rakan media. Saya juga ingin mengambil kesempatan ini untuk mengucap selamat menyambut perayaan 60 tahun Sarawak Merdeka dan mengucapkan selamat kembali ke kawasan masing-masing kepada rakan-rakan ahli yang berhormat. Saya juga mengambil kesempatan ini untuk mengucap selamat Hari Gawai dan juga selamat Hari Raya Aidiladha yang bakal mendatang. Tan Sri Dato' Ahmad Speaker, I beg to move that the question be now put in respect of the motion standing in my name. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh.
Member for Murud to second.
Terima kasih Yang Berhormat Tan Sri Dato' Ahmad Speaker. Saya dengan sukacitanya memohon menyokong unsur penghargaan ke atas ucapan Tuan Yang Terutama yang di-Pertuan Negeri Sarawak. Terima kasih.
Ahli yang berhormat, the question is that the motion in the name of Ahli yang berhormat for Tupong, Yang Berhormat Fazruddin bin Haji Abdul Rahman, in appreciation of Tuan Yang Utama Yang di-Pertuan Negeri's address, be approved. As many as our opinions say yes, as many as contrary opinions say no, the yes of it, the motion is approved.
Usul penangguhan Yang Berhormat Timbalan Menteri Kesihatan Awam dan Perumahan dan Ahli Dewan Undangan Negeri N54 Pelawan.
Good afternoon. Salam Ibu Pertiwiku. Salam Sarawakku sayang to the Honourable Tan Sri Speaker and members of all this August House. First of all, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to Tan Sri Speaker for giving me the opportunity to rise to move a motion of adjournment for the first meeting of the second sessions of the 19th State Legislative Assembly, which took place from 15 to 24th May 2023. Tan Sri Speaker, I wish to begin by registering my utmost gratitude and congratulations to Tuan Yang Utama, Yang di-Pertuan Negeri Sarawak, for the invaluable advices given by His Excellency Tun in his address during the opening of the first meeting of the second session of the 19th State Legislative Assembly in this August House on 15 May 2023. Tan Sri Speaker, negotiation on the Malaysia Agreement MA63 is always close to our heart in the GPS government. We have been actively negotiating with the federal government to restore Sarawak's rights as stipulated in the MA63. As of today, we have witnessed significant progress where we have several accomplishments, particularly on the amendment to Article 1 Sub 2 of the Federal Constitution, which has restored the status of Sarawak and Sabah as they were before the amendment to the Federal Constitution in 1976. Another one of the many achievements that we had is the appointment of our State Financial Secretary as a representative for Sarawak to sit on the Inland Revenue Board. It is important for us to have a representation for Sarawak on the LHDN board, as it will allow Sarawak government to determine the nation's revenues, including the exact amount of Sarawak contribution to the nation's coffers. Despite the accomplishments, we should not rest on our laurels. We must continue to fight to preserve our interests and rights from Putrajaya to develop our beloved Sarawak to be on par with the rest of Malaysia in terms of development. Tan Sri Speaker, Sarawak has many success stories, and these stories must be told. Our stories were made possible because of the visionary leadership of our Yang Amat Berhormat Premier. Under Datuk Patiki Tan Sri Abang Johari's leadership, the state government formed the Other Religious Affairs Unit, Unit 4, in April 2017 to aid all religions, especially to protect the interests and welfare of Sarawak's non-Muslims. Sarawak is the only state in Malaysia that can channel funds to support other religions. As what our Premier always says, we do not discriminate against any religion. Hence, the founding of Unit 4 made history. Tan Sri Speaker, Sarawak first, people's interests first. We fight to restore Sarawak's special rights and privileges in MS63, not only in letters, but more importantly, to convert those special rights and positions to real-life benefits to our people and our state. Under our YAB Premier's visionary leadership, Sarawak government continues to study and look into various key initiatives to increase the state's revenue through enhancing, widening, and diversifying its revenue sources without depleting our beautiful natural resources. Our focus is on restructuring and diversifying our economy into high-value downstream industry, build physical and digital infrastructure to link Sarawak to global market. This will become the platform for Sarawak's economy to grow in the coming years. Therefore, to emerge as a stronger region, Sarawak has embarked on a full-fledged transformation and capitalized on mega trends around the world. Under the visionary leadership of our YAB Premier, Sarawak has ventured into the first industrial microalgae production in Malaysia. Sarawak has suitable climate and abundant seawater for the mass production of algae, and therefore has passed the prerequisite aspect for algae cultivation for sustainable aviation fuel, SAF. With our state partnership with Japan Chitose Group, the Chitose Carbon Capture Central Sarawak, C4 Sarawak, the state's very first industrial microalgae production facility, was recently launched, making a significant milestone towards achieving a sustainable green economy. On 22nd this month, Sarawak made algae sustainable aviation fuel filled up a Levian Airbotic Airbus A220-300, a very first attempt with this technology. Our Premier was one of the very first passengers taking the plane using SAF and safely landed in Langkawi. This maiden flight signifies that Sarawak is now in the forefront of using algae to produce SAF. I would like to extend my heartiest congratulations to our YIB Premier for his vision and his another milestone footprint in spearheading Sarawak. Gunung Sandubong mencecah awan, Sungai Kedong cantik menawang. 10 tahun pelawan ditawang, dulu lawan, sekarang kawan. 60 tahun kemerdekaan Sarawak. Tanggal 22 Julai kita raikan. Gamit bangga jadi anak Sarawak. Majulah Sarawak menuju kemakmuran. Indeed, with so many milestones Sarawak has achieved at this juncture of celebrating Sarawak's 60th year in Malaysia, we, the people from the jungle of Borneo, with our unity, harmony, and political stability, we have proved to the world Sarawak boleh. Sarawak achievements under Yang Amat Berhormat Premier's leadership have also been acknowledged and praised by Yang Amat Berhormat Prime Minister for charting a new economy that is based on digitalization and green energy. This is possible for Sarawak, as Sarawak has a strong and stable GPS government. During this very first meeting of the second session of the 19th State Legislative Assembly, the Honourable Member from Bawah Asang, who is the opposition leader in this August House, had also expressed his gratitude by giving our YIB Premier the full credit of leading Sarawak to generate a revenue of nearly 12 billion ringgit in year 2022, the highest revenue ever in Sarawak history. A compliment from the opposition is golden. But more importantly, their compliment is speaking the truth. Tan Sri Speaker, in our midst of developing Sarawak, Yang Amat Berhormat Premier is also mindful of the importance of preserving our land and environment. We are in fact being given a recognition by the world because of our green initiatives. There is without a doubt that this beautiful land in Borneo, the land of the home bills that we call Sarawak, is being developed with much greater care by the GPS government under the leadership of our YIB Premier. Through the various transformational programs and revenue re-engineering initiatives, Sarawak has a promising future with the establishment of our own Sarawak Sovereign Wealth Future Fund. By establishing the Sovereign Wealth Future Fund, we are committed in building up our financial reserves for the young Sarawakians. Sarawak's story will become and continue to become an inspiration for many that any state can achieve what we have achieved with stability, unity, and strong leadership. Mr. Speaker, I would like to take this opportunity to express our sincere appreciation to all honourable members of this August House for your proper decorum, respect, and dedication in raising desires and voices of the Rakyat. I also like to congratulate Tan Sri Speaker and Timbalan Dato' Speaker for having conducted the Dewan proceeding professionally, truthfully, and with highest integrity. Congratulations also to Dato' Amar, State Secretary, and all his officers and subordinates which help and assist the running and proceeding of this August House in smooth, effective, and efficient manner. Before concluding my speech, I also like to take this opportunity to wish all our Dayak colleagues and friends and the Rakyat Selamat Hari Gawai, Gayu Guru Gerai Namai, Landan Senang, Nguan Menoa. Mr. Speaker, I now move the motion that the first meeting of the second session of the 19th State Legislative Assembly to be adjourned. Thank you.
Ahli-ahli yang berhormat, dengan ucapan usul penangguhan itu tadi, maka kita telah sampai ke penghujung Mesyuarat Pertama, Penggal Kedua, Dewan Undangan Negeri Ke-19. Alhamdulillah, persidangan yang berlangsung selama 8 hari ini telah berjalan dengan lancar dan teratur atas kerjasama dan keprihatinan semua ahli yang berhormat dalam menjaga ketinggian dan kemuliaan Dewan yang mulia ini. Saya berdoa agar semua ahli yang berhormat kembali ke kawasan masing-masing dengan selamatnya dan terus berkhidmat kepada rakyat. Bagi pihak Dewan yang mulia ini, saya ingin juga mengucapkan jutaan terima kasih kepada Yang Berhormat Setiausaha Kerajaan Negeri, Yang Arif Peguam Besar Negeri, Yang Berbahagia Setiausaha Kewangan Negeri, Yang Berbahagia Setiausaha Persekutuan, Yang Berbahagia Timbalan-Timbalan Setiausaha Kerajaan Negeri, Setiausaha Tetap Kementerian, semua ketua jabatan dan agensi kerajaan, para pegawai, para petugas khas dan semua pihak yang telah bertungkus lumus dalam menjayakan persidangan ini. Bagi pihak Dewan yang mulia ini, saya ingin mengucapkan selamat menyambut Hari Keputeraan kepada Kepawah Duli Yang Maha Mulia Sri Baginda Paduka Baginda Yang Petang Agung yang akan disambut pada 5 Jun 2023. Dengan doa dan harapan supaya Sri Baginda Sri Paduka Baginda Yang Petang Agung dilanjutkan usia serta dikurniakan kesehatan berterusan dan dilimpahi rahmat dalam memimpin negara Malaysia yang tercinta. Saya ingin mengucapkan selamat Hari Gawai kepada semua yang meraihkannya, gayu guru, kerai nyamai, lantang senang, celap lindap, nguan manua. Salam Aidil-Adha diucapkan kepada semua umat Islam di dalam dan luar Dewan ini. Selamat menyambut ulang tahun Sarawak Merdeka yang ke-60 tahun kepada semua rakyat Sarawak. Semoga Sarawak terus maju dan makmur. Saya akhiri sidang Dewan pada kali ini dengan 4 rangkap pantun. Sarawak permai, suasana mendamaikan. Silaturahim teguh, takkan terlerai. Suara rakyat tetap diutamakan. Soalan di utara, isu terhurai. Pergi ke pasar membeli buah. Buah hidangan di dalam istana. Makmur Sarawak, bumi bertuah, dipimpin Premier yang bijaksana. Langkah pahlawan tengah gelanggang, pantang mundur sebelum berjuang. Ikon Sarawak, si burung enggang, maruah Sarawak, kita perjuang. Enaknya lauk di tamah serai, dimasak gulai di dalam kuali. Mesyuarat pertama melebuh tirai, sesi bajet bersua kembali. Ahli-ahli yang berhormat, with that the House is now adjourned. Sini dai.